If there is one company that can give Xiaomi a run for its money with aggressive pricing of smartphones, it has to be Honor. The Honor View 10 launched at an aggressive price of 29,999 rupees, but today isn't about Honor's flagship phone. It's about this device. This is the Honor 9 Lite. Priced at 10,999 rupees, does the smartphone pose a threat to our current champion, the Mi A1? Well, let's find out. The Honor 9 Lite is an exquisitely crafted smartphone. There's glass everywhere, front, back, around the edges. It is so well made that it feels more like an artifact than a device you would use daily. There's more screen real estate because of the 18:9 aspect ratio. It is not completely bezel-less, as there are distinct borders around the edges and thick upper and lower chins. At the back, the dual camera unit is housed on the top left corner, while the fingerprint sensor sits in the upper central column. The power and volume rocker are on the right edge, and they are quite responsive and clicky. The phone also retains on a micro USB port to charge, and that is a bummer. The Honor 9 Lite is the fourth offering from Honor in India featuring the 18:9 display. We don't get to see the bluish tint we noticed on the previous Honor smartphones. You can play around with the color temperature though, and Honor also gives you the option to dial down the resolution to 720p if you require. This is great if you want to get some more battery life from the device. Yet one of the major problems the display will face is incompatibility with apps. Not all content is calibrated for the taller display. So some Android games like Asphalt 8 will have menus cropping when you go full screen, although apps like Netflix and YouTube should work fine. Just like the Honor 7X and the Honor 9i, the Honor 9 Lite is running on the Kirin 659 processor with 2 RAM and storage options. 3GB RAM with 32GB storage and 4GB RAM with 64GB storage. But then there's a weird margin of difference between the performance of all the three phones on the benchmarks. Nevertheless, real-world usage will show no difference. The phone did not slow down even after opening a lot of apps in one go. There are also no drops in frame rates in playing games like Asphalt 8, and loading times are impressive. The phone feels fast for its price of 10,999 rupees, and that speaks a lot for mid-ranged phones where the raw performance is not always the priority. Also, the fingerprint sensor unlocks the phone in a jiffy. The highlight of the Honor 9 Lite is its quad camera setup. There are 2 cameras on the front and 2 at the back. On both the sides, the primary camera is a 13 megapixel one, and there is an additional 2 megapixel sensor to capture depth. Under direct sunlight, the colors are somewhat faded and whitened out. You will notice the blue sky has become white around the edges, while in the center, the saturation is way too low. If you take photos against harsh sunlight, expect a loss in focus and soft touches to objects. What's commendable though is the lack of shadows in the photo under such tricky lighting. The whitening effect on the camera becomes more prominent in the photo that you're seeing. The wall should have a yellowish glow considering it's peak afternoon outside, and the white balance is always warmer in such situations. But the phone whitewashes the wall to an even whiter shade than it should. For aesthetics? Having said that, under indoor lighting, the camera can reproduce vibrant and punchy colors, which is what Honor's cameras are famous for. Even then, we face some difficulty to bring objects into focus. Low light shots are as you would expect from a mid-ranged phone. Noise and lacking in detail. Also, it takes significantly more time to focus and then some more time to process the photo after shooting. As for the portrait mode, the Honor 9 Lite will aggressively blur the background, so much so that the main object in focus sometimes loses details. The portrait mode also makes photos overexposed, which is never a good thing. The story of the front camera is also the same. There is the same odd whitening effect prevalent in selfies, even more so because of the beautify effect. The portrait mode from the front camera has the same issue of overexposing the shot. The phone comes with EMUI 8.0 based on Android 8.0 Oreo out of the box, even when new phones launched in January are still running older versions of Android. So that's a good thing. Having said that, the interface is nowhere near as light as stock Android. It's still faster than the previous EMUI 5.0, as the new version takes advantage of the lightweight nature of Android Oreo. It has also cut down on some system animations, and now the UI feels much smoother. The Honor 9 Lite sports a 3000 mAh battery, which is just about enough to last you through the day. The phone lasted for about 7 hours on our PC Mark battery test, which is quite commendable. there is support for fast charging and the smart battery saving technology, which essentially monitors activity apps running in the background, manage screen timeouts and location settings to extend the battery life. So, come to the million-dollar question. Is the Honor 9 Lite worth it? Well, overall the Honor 9 Lite is a stunningly good-looking phone, but that's about it. Everything else about the phone is more or less mediocre and something that you would expect from a mid-range phone anyway. The new glass design and the quad camera seems to be just ticks on a checklist to set itself apart from the rest. And while it does manage to grab attention from curious onlookers, you will be left disappointed when actually using the phone as a daily driver. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you like this video, you can hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Leave a comment and let us know what you want us to cover in the Honor 9 Lite, and we will get you a separate video to answer your questions if we can. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will catch you in another video. It's goodbye for now.